I wanted to give you all an update on me. I haven't posted a video in a little while, and that is because while I was editing the last video of my trip to Kauai, I got a herniated disc in the lower part of my back. So I have been a little bit laid up, not being able to paint, not being able to create as much. It's been time to allow myself to reflect and reprioritize and understand where I actually want to go with this and where I want to go with my art. You know, at first I definitely felt very frustrated with my circumstances because I'm a very active person. I'm someone who, when I have an idea, just wants, and very gung-ho, very much wants to just dive in and do things, house projects, art, now film. Not being able to do that very well over the last couple of weeks has been really hard. Something I appreciate, though, is that I was really able to focus deeply on that short film, or sort of short film. I don't even know what to call it. Just YouTube film. Who knows? But I was able to focus on that really beautifully because I was laid up on the couch and I could just edit. And during that time, I had so many things that I wanted to do. Big projects of painting textural pieces that I really want to do, like big, large ones. And that meant working in the wood shop and building my wood panels to be able to do that. And that was not possible with the state of my back. And house projects and all. Yeah, I had so much I wanted to do. And it felt like my body and mind, everything needed to slow down. So looking into the gifts of what this is, and I've been sketching and journaling a lot and working on seeing where I can improve and where I want to go. I'm grateful that I've had this time to think about those textual pieces that I wanted to just jump into. I have now sketched more and I'm refining, and instead of just diving into the first idea that I was excited about, I'm now getting to really refine the ideas and the purpose of what I'm doing. My art has been a journey, and part of this video is I wanted to show you guys and tell you guys about me and where I've come from, what my life story is a little bit, and where I'm going. I grew up around horses. I'm a third generation equestrian. At least that's, my grandma rode, my mom rode. I started riding when I was 6 years old. I could not wait. The barn I was at had rules, so I had to wait until I was 6 years old. And I was just chomping in the bit wanting to start that part of my life. And horses were a part of 4 or 5 days a week, riding multiple horses a day for many, many years since I was 6 years old, and I'm 30 now. And over the last 5 years, horses have been a little bit less part of my life, which has been a huge transition, especially being someone who lived and breathed horses for a very long time. And that's actually how my art career started as well. My love for horses and my love for painting and creativity and art melded together. It was really beautiful. When I graduated high school, I didn't want to go into debt. I was terrified, had no idea what I wanted to do. And so I took a year, rode horses, played with art, and all of a sudden it was like the two things just beautifully meshed together. And I was grateful for the support from my family and from the people that I rode with. My trainer, Linda, she was amazing and so supportive in what I wanted to do. And clients came easily because I was so immersed in the horse world. So painting horse portraits for people came so naturally. I would groom at horse shows to try and pay my way to be a vendor at horse shows and be able to horse show with my beloved heart horse Nala. Being a vendor at horse shows, I then was able to stop grooming and do it full time. And I have been painting horse portraits now for about 11 years. So it's been such a huge part of my life and something that I am so grateful for because I've learned so much from it, from the business, from the people I've worked for, my clients, collectors, from just painting so much in general. I would do 30, 40 portraits a year. Then eventually was able to even do my first very large mural at the World Equestrian Center in Ohio. And that was a really, really cool collaboration that I just honor and cherish so very much. It was my first very large scale. And when I say large scale, it was like 130 feet wide and 20 some feet tall. So that was one of the biggest things that I've ever taken on. And it was really cool to see what I was capable of doing. Yeah, it's just, I love seeing all the photos and videos coming from there and people riding their horses in that arena with the big mural that I painted back there. It was a wonderful gift that I could give to them after being such great clients to me and people who opened their arms to me into their horse family. After doing that mural, I decided I needed a vacation. My body was very tired. My back was shot. I needed to see some sunshine. As the people in the horse world know that it's an indoor facility. You barely see the sun. So I booked a vacation to Sedona, Arizona. And during my stay there, during that week, fell in love. I always knew I was going to come out west at some point. Fell in love with Sedona and was beautifully offered a place to stay to help take care of their horses while they traveled. And I was like, cool, I'll give it a 3 to 4 month try while you're traveling, and took care of the horses and ended up never leaving. So that transitioned me to living in Arizona. And soon after that, probably 6-7 months after I moved, I met my now husband and moved into Flagstaff. I've been just so grateful for the desert, for being somewhere where I can be out in nature more. I grew up bird watching with my family. We would go every year, ever since I was in my mom's tummy as a baby, being pulled in a stroller. We would go to Point Pelee, Canada, and Holiday Beach in Leamington, Ontario, to go bird watching. And I would never trade those years and those memories for anything. Getting to appreciate birds and nature in that way. There's something about bird watching where you become so observant because you need to be very aware of behavioral patterns, the smallest speck of a color that can differentiate one kind of bird from another. So you're getting used to colors and textures and how the way they act and the way they sing. So from an early age, I was very in tune with detail and sensory feelings. So coming out west, there was something about this landscape, about the wildlife, about the foliage, the plants, and the water in the desert has been the biggest thing that has been moving me lately with these textural pieces. Water in the desert is incredible. It is intricate. It is deeply moving. It is powerful. It's life-giving. And it's been an honor to be able to try and depict what I see, the life force of the desert, because it is so rare as well. It's been an honor to try and even put that into a visual representation in my art. And I've always been interested in the intricacies of how different things in our environment are linked together, just like the woven fibers in fabric. You know, you pull one out, it all unravels. So I'm just really diving into how I feel and observing the way that little things in our environments, in our lives, are so interconnected and can be so powerful and life-giving. And I want to show that in my art. I've been exploring so many different things. I still love horses. Horses are still such a huge part of me and will always be a part of my heart. So I still do realism horse portraiture, but I also am now diving into all of these new techniques and things that also are what make me who I am. And I've definitely felt in the art world, sometimes we feel like we're put in this little pigeonhole where you do one style or one subject matter, and then you have to do them for the rest of your life to satisfy a gallery or to satisfy others. When I actually feel like I myself, just like nature, I am very nuanced. I have so many different interests and so many different things that I love that I am really working on being able to allow myself to explore all of those things and be all of it at once. So painting horses, yes, please. Painting nature scenes, yes, please. Wild horses, yes. The beautiful things that I experience when I travel, yes. These textural pieces, which have been the biggest thing in the forefront of what I'm doing. And now I feel like it's time for all of them to even come more together. My latest video, I really wanted people to feel like they were there in my shoes and in my thoughts and have everything feel so one. It wasn't just nature and then me and then my sketchbook, right? They were all melded together. And that's where I feel like I have horses, I have the textural pieces, I have landscapes, I have my surrealism, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm ready for all of them to really mold together and see what happens when I can pull the deepest parts of me and put it all in one. I think this has just been fun to go through my own mind and see what comes up. I've been sitting on the couch for the last 2 weeks, mostly not being able to move or really do anything. I can't pick something off of the floor. So allowing myself to come back to my mind and deep within me instead of just going straight to the action all the time. This has been really fun. And I'm excited to explore film. I'm excited to explore how I can tell stories and show who I am, show what my art is, and why I do what I do. Thank you so much for the beautiful response that I've had on my last video. This whole YouTube thing is very new to me. My partner Eric has been doing YouTube for many years, but this is definitely something new for me. And I'm just very grateful for the response that I've gotten and the love and everything, because it feels like I'm bringing out a very big vulnerable part of my heart, learning how to express myself through this new medium and avenue of expressing. So I am very grateful. I think we as humans need the permission to be human, to be ourselves, to explore, to make mistakes, to jump in really hard and fast, but then slow down and take a minute. It's all a part of our experience here. So thank you for joining me on this video, and I look forward to creating more for you when I am able. So right now I'm still very limited in what I can do. I'm so grateful for my partner for setting up the camera for me today, and I can't lift things, I can't really do much, but I'm hoping that with my physical therapy and everything, I will be able to come back quicker and stronger. Thanks again, and have a wonderful week. See you soon.